Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Mwindi. I talk about mental health, leadership, business and travel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the TB appointment, how to make a TB appointment. So I, as have already mentioned, got selected for Chevening. It's one of the most prestigious global awards for scholarships for studies in the UK. So I got selected for Chevening. Drum rolls please. Thank you. And now, part of that process involves getting a TB certificate, tuberculosis test, and then getting a tuberculosis certificate. So first of all, you have to, if you're from Kenya, you have to apply and have that test done in one specific location, that is International Office of Migration in Gigiri. I'm going to add the link for where they're located on the description of this video. That's number one, the location. Number two is you must have an appointment. So you have to book ahead of time to actually go for the appointment. I'll also add the link for the booking, how to make an appointment for your TB test. Those slots fill up really fast, so you need to make an appointment as early as possible. Okay, yeah. So first you make the appointment and then you of course go there. I'm not sure if I have enough photos of when I went. If I have, I'll plug them in here somewhere, you'll see. So you go for the test. Before you go for the test, of course you have to fill in the information of your UK address and also the information of your sponsor if you're being sponsored. So the UK address, I fill the information of my university where I'm going, Loughborough University. And for the sponsor, I fill the information of the Chevening Secretariat. So you need to fill out, that information is necessary, and it also normally includes a phone number. So you must have a phone number for your UK address and a phone number for your sponsor. So you fill out the application, when you make the appointment. Once you make the appointment, then you fill out that information and then you go for the appointment at Gigiri. How to get there? If you're using public means, you go to Odeon. At Odeon, exactly at Odeon, there's matatus that are there, and they have like that board that's normally on top of the matatu with different stages. It's normally written UNEP. One of the stages is UNEP/Gigiri. So you enter that matatu. I paid 50 bob, 60 bob, 50 bob I think, to get to UNEP. Then from UNEP, you cross the road and you walk down for about 3 minutes, at most 3 minutes, and then you turn, you cross the road again. So you directions and me are not friends. Okay, I just plug the pin here. You will use the pin to get to the location. Once you get to the location, make sure you get there at the exact time for your appointment. If your appointment is at 11, don't go at 9. Go at arrive at 10:50, so that you have a few minutes at the security entrance before you go in for your appointment. If you get there earlier, they chase you away and they tell you to go and come back at the actual appointment time. Also, you can't wait outside at the testing place. You can't wait outside. So just go exactly when you should be there. If you're using public means, I've already shared the directions. If you're using private means, don't drive. There is no parking space. Okay, there's no parking space. So use public means or use an Uber. With an Uber, they'll drop you at exact time for your appointment and then they can pick you up later. So I went, I had you also need to carry your passport. Side note guys, imagine I live in Eldoret, so I traveled all the way to Nairobi and I did not carry my passport. So I had to call the center and ask them to reschedule my appointment. Thank God they found an opening for the next day because I had now my passport sent over. So make sure you carry your passport. You need it. Depending on the country you're going to, they might need a COVID certificate, depending on the country you're going to. If you have it, carry. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Okay. So once you get, there's a security outside, you get in. First, there's a security check. Of course, don't carry luggage, just like a bag or something. Be as handsy as possible. So security gate, They give you a tag for a number. You get in. Once you get in, you have the first security check. Then you have a registration check. So they'll check your appointment name and then assign you a number for your appointment. Then you walk in. Once you walk in, the other thing you need is to have a minimum of 20,000 Kenya shillings in your M-Pesa. That's for the fee. I'm saying 20,000 because of the FX rate. It changes. I paid exactly 18,236, but that depends on the FX rate. There are people who paid less. There are people who will definitely pay more. So you must have that money in your M-Pesa. So once you check in, go through the registration, next step is a security guard who gives you a number, your number, like the number they'll be calling out for your appointment, and then you pay. They give you an invoice which you pay, and then they print out a receipt for you. Then once they print out the receipt for you, you're ushered into this orientation area where you're walked through the steps. One of the steps being that you must fill a consent form, and then you'll have your photo taken, and then once you finish that, you go have the actual test. Okay, let me go slowly. So I did the orientation. Once I finished the orientation, I waited. By the patience, you have to wait. So I waited for quite some time. It was almost an hour or so, until now my number was reached, and then I went, had my passport photo taken. Then I waited some more. Then they printed out the consent forms. You have to clarify that the information on the consent forms you're signing is the same as the information on your passport. So I confirmed, then I signed, and then after that is when I went to the testing area. For the testing area, if you're a lady, I recommend wearing a t-shirt, just a blouse and a trouser, not a dress, because they give you like this gown, short gown to wear, and then you have to remove all the clothes like on your chest upwards, including your bra, yes. And so it's better if you wear like a blouse, a t-shirt and a trouser, then it's easier for you to change into and out of the gown. So you change into the outfit, into the gown, you go into the X-ray machine. It's an X-ray that they take of your chest. You'll face the machine. It faces against the wall, like with your hands like this at your waist, and then they take the X-ray. It's a pretty standard quick test. Like that took like a minute tops at most. So once the test is done, you wait, then you go and see, you wait for the results. They come out pretty fast. It's like 1 minute X-ray, in another maybe 5 minutes tops. The results are out. You go and see the doctor. Once you see the doctor will ask you a few questions about your travel, your physical symptoms, if you've been coughing, if you've met people that have TB, or if you've been treated for TB, things like that. And then once you finish with that doctor, you go into a counseling room / waiting room. So you're gonna wait there until one of the people that work at the facility come with a printout of your certificate. That printout, you're supposed to confirm the information that's there is the same as the information on your passport. Please take your time. Just make sure all the information is correct. If there's an error, you tell them, then they redirect you to where you should go for the corrections, and then they'll print out another one. That other one that is printed out, you confirm the details are correct, you sign, and then once you sign, they take it back, then they put a hologram on it, and then now they give it back to you as your certificate. Once they give it back to you, then you can leave. That is normally if there is no issue with your TB results. Sometimes you might be called back and have another X-ray done, because there might be, maybe the picture was not clear, there might be an issue with your results. It may not even be TB, it might be a different issue altogether. Like with someone I met whose results for TB were clear, but they were also abnormal for, like, I don't know, when they check your chest, they check other things inside there, and so they had to go back and have another test done. So sometimes they'll do a second test, and then they'll write for you a letter in case there's a concern with your health. Now, this TB thing is important, because if you get tested and have TB, you test positive for TB, it means that you have to be at the facility for every day for 3 days, so that you give them your like sample specimen that they need to test. Then once they test those samples, you're put on treatment for 6 months. And then after your treatment for 6 months, you then go back again now for another test to confirm that your chest is clear and the treatment is you're clear and cleared to travel. So it's one of the things that can actually significantly delay your travel. So ensure that you get the test done early. If you have TB, for example, please start taking the medication or adhere to the medication in good time, and just be prepared. Sometimes you might go for the test and you don't have TB, but the doctors might see that there's something else that is a complication maybe with your chest, and or that needs further medical attention or investigation. So that was my experience with the TB test. And then after I got my certificate, just side note, guys, for me, I waited for hours. I was there, my appointment was at 11. I left at 3:30. So you can imagine how long I stayed there. I was actually among the very last people to leave. And no, I did not have any complications with my results, but I was just too happy to get them. I did not care to ask why on earth they took so long. So be ready and be patient. Don't schedule other things on that day when you're going for the test. Just wait until after you've gotten your certificate, then you can schedule other things in your day. Also, there's no food, so make sure you either carry snacks or you eat ahead of time. I'm not sure if they allow you to like come in with snacks because they have their own canteen. It's overpriced, so if you can eat before you get there, please eat. And if you have like snacks, I think you can try and carry. If they confiscate at the entrance security check, just make sure that it was not expensive snacks, okay? Yeah. So once I finished and got my certificate, I exited. You exit the same way you come in, because they have to check you out the same way they checked you in. Also, you have to give them back the tag that they give you when you're the visitor's tag. You have to give it back, and then now I left. Just a side note, there is a canteen at Gigiri police station. In case maybe you arrive super early because you're anxious, you're nervous, you want to know the place like I did, or if you are traveling from really far and can't like spend anywhere else the time to wait before your appointment time, you can go to Gigiri police station canteen. They have a very nice canteen and it's very affordable. Chai mandazi, you can just take the tea as you wait for like time to pass, which is what I did. I went, had a snack. I actually just asked one of the security guards and they told me there's like a budget option and there's like a if you have the kind of budget option. So I told them budget option please, because I do not have any money to chop. So you can go to the canteen and have a meal. They can also direct you somewhere a bit more high end, and you can still go there and have a meal as you wait. So that also, because along that route there's nowhere to wait, so either you walk all the way back into the small center or go to the canteen and pass some time, or just arrive at the exact time of your appointment. So that was my experience getting the TB certificate. The beauty is you get it there and then, so you leave with your certificate. The other beauty is if you're a Chevener, that money is gonna get refunded later when you get to the UK. So don't worry. So that's the TB test so far. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll have a look. I'll reply to the ones I can reply to. And if maybe I need to do a different video to answer some of the questions, I'll create some time to do that as well. If you have liked this video, if it has added value to you, thumbs up, yeah, subscribe. I'm of course going to be sharing more stories about my experience as I continue, and hopefully you come along with me, or you get to watch this when you're selected for Chevening or another scholarship in the UK, and this information is still helpful and beneficial to you. See you again very, very, very soon.